Merry Christmas, everybody. Latest update. The truck hasn't been crunk up in a minute. Went to see my mom for Christmas with me out trying to hustle and pay my bills. My mom said that she saw my dad at Hart's Chicken in Brenham, Texas, and said that he was little. And this is a 6'5", 6'6" dude with a weapon that attacked me. He's never been little, but my cousin looks little. I saw his picture on, never mind. I saw his picture on a social media platform that I had to go to get a headache rack for my big truck. And he was little. He running around looking like a lollipop. Popsicle. Blow pop would be the best word for it. They run around, all of them, looking like a blow pop. And she said that she spoke, I don't know how true it is, but she said that he was little. And that's what I heard about the ex. That she was little. And also was said that, that's what the ex told me. Another thing the ex told me was, I came home one night. There was a big hole in the couch. A big hole. HOLE in the couch. And she said that she lit a cigarette and put the lighter down. A lighter doesn't get that hot that fast. You can do that pretty much at least with 10 cigarettes, and that lighter won't be that hot. Just lighting 10 cigarettes back to back. It's crap. But I did find them keys. And they were some 2020 or 2018. There were some different keys. The keys like the 2021 truck that I have with the designs in the key frame or whatever. I'll turn this truck off so you guys can see it. There's some keys that look like this here. But these are not the keys. These are the keys of the truck that I just turned off. But I did bring them with me. And I'll put that in the next video. But my mom said that that sign has been popping up since I turned my truck back on. It's been sitting. I've been over the road, trying to make money, trying to pay my bills. But my light bill is still there, still going up like I've been there. The AC was off, nothing's on but the refrigerator. And I have solar panels, but still have a substantial AC bill. Just to give you further notice of how they work together. So, my mom said she saw him at a Hart's Chicken in Brenham, Texas. And he's skinny. This is a 6'5", 6'6" guy. And when I was attacked, he was much wider. I'm talking about a big dude. But my mom says, from what she told me, She said he was skinny and she didn't say nothing to him. But my baby sister called and said the story was a little different. That my baby sister called and said that she spoke, but she said my mom didn't know who he was. And a heart's chicken. And this is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. A couple of days ago. And in a future message that I left, I said that he said that he tried that one time, smoking that pipe or whatever, with whatever he was putting in it. He said he tried it one time, but it didn't do anything to him. And that was that. He should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. So, God just keep putting it. He just keep unraveling their story. And like I said, I reached out to the FBI and DOJ multiple times. I've never heard nothing from them guys. And reached out with possible trafficking. I know it's drug trafficking. That's no doubt. I have that in my Ring camera for years and years to prove that. Went to HEB over the weekend. A lot of people from that town just kept popping up at every store that I went to. Walmart, Target. Just name the stores that I went to get gifts. A lot of people from the town that I'm talking about, just trying to set me up, showed up. HEB, like I said, that's my store. That's my grocery store. My go-to. A lot of people. A lot of people from the church, old neighbors. Since I've been telling my truth, it should be on camera. And if they're watching, which I know they are, shoot, some deacons from the church. Every store I went to Brookshire. It's a different name. Brookshire Brothers for, shoot, black people name stuff. Shoot, they call it, most people call it Brookshire's now. So, went there, shook the senior deacon's hand. A lot of people from the town that I really don't go to anymore. They're just where my home is, and God made a table for me in the presence of my enemies. I got a picture I will post with my initials in the bathroom, in the shower, in the marble on the wall. It has an A and it has an AJ for Anthony Jr. That's what my family calls me. But my mom said this guy is skinny now. But the only brother he cares for is the one that everybody knows smokes narcs just for social media. And this guy is 6'5", 6'6", with a weapon. And they've been trying to frame me for it. Blame me for it. They know he pulled the same weapon in another county. and they have the TSA, all of them. I tried to get my TWIC card, and only thing it said at first, have you ever been charged with espionage or some other white people crimes? I ain't ever been nowhere. I've been in Texas. And like I said, first chair band player. Got my blue ribbon and the art program or whatever. I said it in another video. The Houston Livestock and Show and Rodeo. I don't know how many schools is involved, but I got the blue ribbon. I got academic recognition in TOS math. A lot of people of my color did not get that. And that was probably another reason they kept watching me. I got first chair band trumpet player in junior high under Miss Fletcher. And anybody you can go to in my towns, any teacher anyway, like I say, they got a dealer, had a dealer, got the dealer's name, the town dealer in a town that my house resides in. They got his name in the they had it to testify, but they changed up the testimony. Every lie they came with, I could prove it wrong, and I can prove it wrong. That's why I contacted the FBI and the DOJ for years under the last administration and this administration for years. They don't have nothing, they ain't trying to get nothing. And a bunch of this stuff is under my Ring camera. They can look at my life for the last year. I made a promise to God. I made a deal with God. I've been doing right. Came from homeless. It made came from nothing to my credit score to being a 797, 3 points from being 800. And I have a picture of that in my phone. You have to get a home. And you can't spend your bank account. I learned all that stuff. So anybody that's saying different should be immediately put under a microscope, like they've been having me for years. When I dial 911, I dial 9119. My lawyer have this. And I told them that, and they just keep trying to protect this dude. My mom said she saw him, my pops, the other day, and this guy is little. But the first time he came to court, he was trying to draw some pity and came in there with a cane when his job was, he couldn't get a truck driving job, so he had to throw 80-pound bags of concrete for a living. And I knew that he had a chance to get a supervisor position, but he couldn't get that. Well, he didn't. I ain't say he couldn't get that. I ain't gonna say he couldn't get that, but he didn't want that because he wanted to keep lifting those 80-pound bags to attack one of his ex-wife, his his now ex-wife's brother, Uncle Willie ended up whooping him too. But the only one of his ex-wife's brothers that he could stand is the one that he smoked at work with. He smoked illegal stuff with. And everybody knows that's the only one. He always tried to get me over there to sleep in that camper trailer. His first real son, his firstborn son, the oldest grandchild of that Wilson family. They all came up. They all made money. All of them got houses after they put me into this, whatever they got going on. I've heard stories, they got doctors in their pockets already. It's supposed to be a doctor that was supposed to come to court, but nobody showed up. Pops, his sister, the one, Aunt Trisha, the one that's supposed to be a warden in the prison, her name is in her documents. She didn't show up. She texted one of the police officers and send her the pictures of him on the ground that they made and put in my phone. Because I didn't take them. And I've been reaching out to the feds and DOJs of the last administration and this administration. But this how powerful these people are. It has to be a doctor that said, had to make a false statement. I'm going to post the pictures of me with my concussion that they posted on the news of my name. I invite them to look at me in my past years because I made a deal with God. I've been doing right. And God has been doing right by me. The day I bought my truck, I found a pair of GMC keys in my truck that I'm pretty sure belongs to my pops. And my ex brought my truck. I always stayed out of town. I was always working. They can look at my history. I'm always on camera, and I'm a homebody. When I did go out, I went to a place and I got all my stuff tracked. Because I've been through stuff through these people. Everything is tracked. Everything was tracked. My whereabouts tracked. There's cameras everywhere. And I'm a homebody. I got my Ring cameras to back it up. And you will see narcotics stuff. The chief police in the town is involved. They sent the dummies in to lie in the case. They're saying it's a gunshot residue on my hands, but they're also saying there is no gun. But he got a case in another county, in Burleson County, possibly with the same gun. And I'm going to keep telling my story. Make it make sense. It just, oh my goodness, it's so much. When I get to telling it, they try to hide it. And I try to send the stuff to news cameras, the video evidence from my Ring cameras. They're saying, oh, this, I'm a screenshot that too. Oh, they wouldn't accept your, or whatever. I'll send that. I'm gonna screenshot that if I can. They will try to change everything. They have the ex is involved, like the ex that was driving my truck, because a lot of the time I stayed out of town. And they say she's skinny too, but she was smoking, she said that she lit a cigarette